The first project is the most frequently talked about ArtsPlace project because I think it sort of perfectly illustrates those 4 points that I laid out. So St. Paul, Minnesota was interested in building a new light rail line to connect with Minneapolis's light rail system. It's open now, and now that it's open, it's fabulous. People are able to get in and out of the community, they're able to move around. It's a brilliant asset. For the 2 years of construction, it was terrible, right? As any of us who live and work near construction know, it's noisy, it's loud, it's dirty, it's inconvenient, right? If you're unlucky enough to also own a business near construction, it's all of those things, plus your customers start staying away, right? Why am I going to go to that Walgreens when I can go to the Walgreens across town? So what a local group did, Springboard for the Arts, is they trained 600 local artists, 600 artists who were already living and working in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And they trained them how to self-produce and how to partner with local organizations and local businesses. And then they sent them out and said, do whatever you want, own whatever your art practice is. We just ask that you do it along the construction corridor. And over 2 years, those 600 artists produced 150 different events. And it was everything from a jazz concert in a Thai restaurant, to a dance lesson in a parking lot, to a stained glass installation on a chain link construction fence. And then they used Google Alerts to see how often was this neighborhood being talked about within 4 words of traffic jam, and how often was this neighborhood being talked about within 4 words of cool thing to do Friday night. And they discovered that over 2 years, 150 arts events produced 30 million positive media impressions. So all of a sudden it was no longer the sucky place to live, it was a cool place to live. No longer were my customers staying away, I was getting customers who were coming for the jazz concert and staying for the pad thai. And most importantly, the thing that I think makes this a complete and total home run, is that the city of St. Paul didn't spend the 2 years of construction teaching people to avoid that neighborhood. They spent 2 years of construction creating demand for that neighborhood. So when they opened up the light rail, people were already in the habit of coming and going. So I think that project, sort of a group of people who live and work in the same place along construction corridor, what's the problem? Life sucks. How can the arts help it? We can make it suck less. How do we know if we succeed in Google Alerts, right? I mean, that's a pretty cool project. Doesn't involve major infrastructure investment in the arts per se. It creates an artist district as opposed to just an arts district. It leverages local assets. And my favorite talking point about this project is that a number of local businesses no longer are using their marketing budget to buy ads. They're using it to commission artists to do performances because they discovered that the singer does a lot more than the ad and the penny.